All right. My hair look okay, Phil? All right. All right, guys. Welcome to what I don't know yet. I'm calling it the BiggDro Show. My name is Drolet, last name. A lot of people pronounce it Drolet, but it's Drolet, kind of like Chevrolet, minus the Chev, plus a duh. And yeah, it's French. I don't speak a word of it, but I decided content is king. So I'm going to try to do a video talking about what's trending today with Brian Drolet. Anyways, I don't even know if I'm going to be editing this video. So who knows what could happen at any... Dad, you're spilling milk everywhere. All right, I'll clean it up later. I love you. But as you can see, I dressed up for you guys just because, hey, I'm doing it's not a podcast. It's an internet show. It's not a podcast. I don't want to do a podcast. Everybody's doing a podcast. I'm doing an internet show, the BiggDro Show. So here we go. Did you get the milk, Dad? You cleaned it up? All right, you look great. Love you. Love Dad. Gotta love Pops. Guy's 78 years old and has a full head of hair still. So if you're wondering, that's where I get it from, guys. That's where I get it from, guys. Let's get it from Pops. But let's move along and talk about some topics. Elon Musk is trending again because he's gonna have to pay a $15 billion tax bill. And I think the people that hate him are like, ha ha ha. And I'm like, yo, if your tax bill is 15 billion, that's nothing to you, okay? I think he was just rated the wealthiest man in the world. It's like, whatever, 15 bill tax, write it off. Let's get sushi tonight, it's a write-off. We'll talk about the company, Johnson, and then we'll write it off. How's that albacore, huh? I don't understand the hatred for Elon Musk. I mean, I get it. He's rich. Maybe he said a controversial thing, but who hasn't? Who hasn't? Yeah, he seems like a funny dude. But hey, that's just me, all right? People think they're smarter than Elon Musk. The guy is literally going to inhabit Mars. He'll have a house on Mars before most of us have a house. I'm going to still be renting an apartment, and Elon Musk is going to have his fourth house on Mars. Spiderman No Way Home. People are pumped about this Spider-Man because it's rumored, it's like the worst kept rumor on the internet. It's rumored to have Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield in the movie as well as the villains, which have been affirmed, Doc Ock, Green Goblin, and I think it's exciting. I love the idea of mixing, same thing in the DC universe, the Michael Keaton Batman with the current Batman, which, by the way, I am pumped for the Batman. I think Robert Pattinson, I mean, he's just got that like jawline of Batman, and then the guy was playing a vampire, so I can't imagine a bat's that far of a stretch for the fellow. But I think that's going to be really good. The tone looked dope. Gave me Tim Burton, Batman. What was it? Batman Returns vibes. Is that the one with the Penguin originally? But anyways, I digress. Spider-Man No Way Home, multiverse. Somebody that was hating on it was like, so Doctor Strange is this brilliant wizard, but he's just going to make a spell to mess up all of time and space. I said, yeah, you know what, Doctor Strange, he's not perfect either, It's right there in the name, Doctor Strange. Strange people, they're a little odd, they're a little off. Maybe he sounds like a guy who's going to mess with the spell and change all of our times and realities. But I can't wait for that movie. What did you guys think of Venom 2? For people that are fans of these sorts of movies, let me know in the comments section, because I liked it. People were really rough on that. Even my best buddy Jordan, who was a fan of number one and is a big fan of Spider-Man and Venom, he really didn't love it, and it had its problems. Like I didn't think the character of Carnage had the strongest motivation. Why did he hate his father? I digress again. I liked Venom 2. Let me know what you think of Venom 2 in the comments. This is the BiggDro Show, sponsored by Comical, a cartoon brand I created. Follow us at Comical Official. Shop at comical.store and get your comical gear. Guys, also be sure to check out the OMF network. I host multiple shows for the OMF network. Two Dudes Drink Whiskey and Talk Sneakers, as well as For Kicks and Giggles, a show where I roast some of the more questionable sneakers that there are. But check me out on those platforms. Check out Comical. But let's get back to what's trending. Kyrie Irving, that's a big thing if you're in the sports world. Kyrie Irving is an athlete, a superstar basketball player on the Brooklyn Nets who refused to get the vaccine. And I know this is a controversial topic just in general. A lot of people I know, great friends of mine, refused to get the vaccine, but they apparently also haven't refused to get COVID when they've gotten it because they've gotten it. But no, I'm just making a joke, guys. Listen, whatever your choice is, you do you. But Kyrie Irving basically gave up $200 million to get the vaccine, to not get the vaccine. Listen, you could inject me with COVID for $200 million, okay? For $200 million, I'd be like, put the COVID in my left arm. I draw with my right arm. So yeah, let's fire it up and tell the yacht guy, I'll be right there. Because I'm gonna buy a yacht after I recover from the COVID. And I don't mean to make light. I know people have lost their lives to COVID. It's just a joke. I have extreme empathy for people who have gotten COVID. Am I gonna get canceled in my first attempt to make not a podcast but an internet show? It's like, great first episode, and you'll never work again. Another big topic in the news, which was pretty brief actually, but Dave Portnoy, the president of Barstool Sports, was the subject of an article by Business Insider that painted him as a pretty bad guy, a sexual deviant, and had women that said that, read the article if you'd like, but let's just say that if you're Dave Portnoy, it's not how you want to see your name appearing in headlines. And he then, as he always is, he transparently created a video disputing everything. And when I read this, he just seems like a guy that people would go after. Apparently they were doing the investigation for almost a year. And I read it, and it didn't really have much legs to me when I read it, because there wasn't, I think even in the actual piece, for instance, one of the girls that they were telling a story about literally writes to him, "My fantasy is a rape fantasy, and I want someone to be really rough with me." And then she complains about rough sex. She says in the article, "I want to be clear, he didn't do anything wrong or anything criminal." So she just basically felt bad about, I guess, telling a guy, "Hey, I want a rape fantasy type sex," which, by the way, fellas, if a girl tells you she wants a rape fantasy, just take it from the BiggDro Show. Just swipe left, metaphorically, If you're physically with her, just walk to the left. Just get the hell out of there. You don't want to mess with, because it's not going to end good, especially if you're famous and you're a celebrity. Because they could be trying to entrap you. I don't know, but I just know if that's what a girl's leading with. "Hi, my name is Deborah. I love a good rape fantasy. Want to choke me?" I'm going with the next girl that just says, "Hi, I'm Shelly. Want to get coffee?" "Yes, Shelly, I would." But anyways, but I think Dave Portnoy, so he started the Barstool Fund, which, if you don't know, was helping small businesses survive during COVID. He raised millions and millions of dollars and put in millions and millions of his own dollars. And it was pretty profound, and I think there's a lot of good karma coming back his way. So if this was a hit piece, and if these weren't legitimate claims, and of course if they are, then, you know, may he burn in hell. But I really got the feeling, with especially with his transparency and the way he's been posting and talking about it, he even invited the people to like come have a televised, you know, interview, sit down type thing, and they refused. So I don't know. I feel like he's being honest. Let me know what you think. Is he being honest about these allegations? Are these allegations? Or are you just like, you know, screw him, screw Barstool, they're gross. Let me know where you guys are at on it. But yeah, Dave Portnoy, I think he's doing a pretty good job at defending his reputation. And, oh, I know what I was saying. So yeah, so all the people, all the businesses that he helped, they're now helping him and supporting his products, like One Bite Pizza, which is in Walmart. So if you want to support Dave and Barstool, go buy One Bite Pizza at Walmart and cancel culture, as he says. But yeah, that's a controversial one, guys. Obviously, I don't know all the facts. All I know is I read an article, and I'm judging his response versus, you know, if the journalist that, and they put the story behind a paywall too, which I thought was really, you know, it's not like that's not the story that you put behind a paywall. Like if you're trying to right a wrong, and if some guy was a sexual predator, you want the world to know that. You don't want to be like, hey, guard your daughter, and I can tell you how to keep your daughter safe, but give me $5 first. It's like, dude, just tell me how to save my daughter. But, you know, I think that's a good, for this episode of the BiggDro Show, I think that's a good amount of topics. All right, guys, tune back more soon for some more BiggDro Show, and we'll get it crack-a-lacking. And just remember, guys, you can do anything you set your mind to. You're amazing and special. And my Venmo is @Drolet. If you ever want to send some money my way. That rhymed.